Hi everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with James Machen, Group Head of Operations at AirAsia. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
So should we start with you giving a little bit about background with your role?
Yeah, sure. So AirAsia has 6 airlines effectively across the ASEAN region. Each airline has their kind of own reporting line, but we sit as a group level governing that whole sort of brand protection piece across the group. Low-cost carrier, lots of frequencies, lots of volumes, quick turns of our aircraft, and we make travel affordable. Yeah.
Fantastic. So we've seen even recently how weather or tech failure can cause disruption outside of airlines' control. What do you think airlines should prioritise when it comes to protecting customers from bearing the brunt of this?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I always tell our teams, certainly in the ops control centres across the group, that put yourself in the customer's shoes always. You know, do you want to be dragging your kids through a overcrowded terminal when there's a delay that we could have told a passenger maybe 6 hours ago? So I think certainly for us in our business model, speed and accuracy is super key. You know, if there is a delay, we tell you quickly. How do we fix your problem? When do we get you a new ETD? So we're not kind of in the full service, we're going to put you in a 5-star hotel. What we expect is a quick recovery, clear communications, and where we can, personalised communications, and we're working hard on that. But speed and accuracy is really key, and again, good communication to our passengers.
Yeah, we've definitely seen communication is one of the key things that passengers are looking for, because there's nothing worse than feeling like you've been abandoned by your airline.
Yeah.
So, tagging on from that, how can technology help when it comes to prediction and prevention?
Yeah, I think you see the way the industry is moving. It's long gone of the days where you've got guys that can roll their sleeves up and just get on with it. It's all about data and insights and really understanding what impacts those customer journeys. Certainly in our world, we are the last custodian for delivering an operation. So all the best laid plans before that, our mandate is to deliver as close to it as possible. If you haven't got the right data in the right hands that's clear, we can't make good decisions. So prediction, certainly the way we're looking is when you walk in the office in a control center, what do I need to deliver? By the end of the day, we have D15 on-time performance, passenger connectivity, baggage connect, all the KPIs, but how do we deliver that? And also how we recover those lines as quick as possible. Understanding the collateral damage if you make a decision, we want to try and reduce that as well. So certainly looking at when I make a decision now, what is the implication of that further down the line? And that's the way we kind of attack these angles. Certainly to recover these things as quick as possible. Again, speed and accuracy.
And yeah, touching on that sort of forward thinking, what key trends do you think will be shaping IROPs in the coming years?
Yeah, I think, like you say, the common theme here is communication and personalised communication. We understand our passengers land, you're straight onto data. If you're waiting 3 or 4 minutes for a gate even, we want to be communicating with you from our ops centres. Sorry, your aircraft's sitting there because the aircraft on the current stand is technical. There's nothing worse when you're at a gate and your aircraft's not there and you're 20 minutes to departure. We're saying to the passengers, we're communicating, saying your aircraft's currently in the hold. We want to be really transparent, and this comes from the top. We don't want to just say, there's an operational reason or commercial reason. I think passengers demand more than that, and in the future it's going to be even more. I look at my children on their iPads and what they're doing now. They're super data literate and communication literate. It's going to grow. So I think airlines have to be ahead of that curve and really personalise that journey. Also, I think certainly for a business like ours where we've got multiple entities, AirAsia Ride, for instance, like Grab or Uber, even down to food chains, to hotel partners, how we see that whole picture. So if your flight is delayed and we've got 50 passengers onto AirAsia Ride, how we can support that and see that early out to then adjust our tactics to ensure that end-to-end product is given. Passengers in India, for instance, they may set off from their house 4 or 5 hours before from the rural areas. How can we start communicating with them, even on that journey? Everyone's connected. We want to be, from the centres that we operate, understanding any little hurdle in that path, telling the passenger, and what are we doing about it? So I think certainly predictive analytics, machine learning, how we can leverage good data to make decisions, not just bar graphs and dashboards everywhere, real numbers, real values that we're making a difference to our passenger.
Fantastic, and taking that sort of long view of the journey as well, instead of
absolutely not just
in our
exactly.
custody and that small time.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And how do you think the World Aviation Festival helps to drive innovation?
Yeah, I mean, it's only just started today, but I've been walking around and there's we were talking to a robot earlier on, and what, it's all right talking to a robot, what can that deliver for you? And some of the questions we're seeing that are being answered are quite mind-blowing. I think it's probably the world's greatest forum, certainly this event. I've been to many events in the past, but there's a huge amount of people here, huge amount of vibe. People now understand that COVID's gone and the demand that the passengers are expecting is ever growing. So I think certainly for airlines like ourselves, we're looking to leverage on that and understand what is coming in the market, and also to push vendors. This is what our passengers are telling us, this is what we expect, so they can go away, learn and adjust to that. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it was lovely to meet you and thank you for making the time.
Thank you very much.